listeners out there, and welcome to a Halloween episode of RandoConvo. I am your host, GamerNate92, and with me as always is Archer, aka Acrobat the Dragon, or for tonight, the Dragon of Shadows.
I'm fine.
And
Oh,
with
that's
us today is Ambience again, and a new guest, Bon.
Yeah.
So how are y'all doing so far?
Pretty good.
Good.
Good. Just testing stuff. Fan games.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that on your Discord status.
Yeah.
Shooter got really good at making games really fast. It's great. I like playing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to learn Click's team as well. I think it's gonna be kind of weird for me because I already know how to program, like,
Like team is dysfunctional at best usually.
From what I can tell. I've heard you complain about it a ton.
Yeah.
Because it just crashes at random. Oh boy. Anyways.
Anyway, today's subject is what monsters would be perfect for Dead by Daylight, and later on we could do like a tier list of which is the best monster in Dead by Daylight.
Monster?
That's already in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, technical word is killer, but
Okay,
monster works too.
What's the best tier list for the tier list of
Killers.
for the killers in Dead by Daylight?
Yeah.
And let me start this all over. Sorry. Like, we discussed like what monsters would be the best killers in Dead by Daylight, and then later on we discuss a tier list for the killers that are already in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
So let's start off with what monsters would be perfect in Dead by Daylight.
Springtrap. I think that one's a good
yeah.
Has to
It
be
is.
Springtrap.
Yeah.
Top
This is
tier,
probably the
come on.
first one we can talk about because this is like the super obvious pick, I think, that we've been mainly campaigning for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you count Springtrap as a zombie?
I'd say
kinda.
technically,
I
yeah,
mean,
kinda. I would.
Yeah, kind of. He is one.
A
This is
smart
like-
a smart zombie because he still has consciousness.
Yeah, I think the best way to describe him
He still has
is
sentience. Or
Yeah,
sapience.
it's like-
Sapience, sorry.
sapience. Yeah.
Yeah.
So his ghost possesses the animatronic, but
His
his
body, is still in
also
there.
happens to be in the animatronic. So I think the whole zombie thing is more of a coincidence because like we never see the body parts of the kids in FNAF 1, but they still possess them. So technically they aren't zombies, but I think Springtrap is the exception and all of his counterparts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly made clear whether he's possessing the suit or possessing his corpse. I would actually argue he may be possessing his corpse because he's able to switch suits between, Springtrap and Scraptrap at some point.
Yeah.
Because we all know that he switches animatronics in between games. That's why he looks so different every time.
For the sake for the sake of our randos that are listening in, how about why don't you explain how explain what Springtrap is and his origin?
So
I think
basically,
Scott,
yeah, I'll do it. I guess I'm like the main FNAF guy here, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Springtrap is basically the corpse of William Afton, who is the main antagonist from Five Nights at Freddy's.
AKA the purple guy.
Yeah, the purple guy, also as he was known before he was actually named. But anyway, he is a villainous serial killer who is largely responsible for the events of the series, lore-wise. And basically, dude walked into a Springlock suit, which is an extremely dangerous animatronic mascot costume by Fazbear Entertainment, and kinda just got himself Springlocked, which is to say had a ton of metal put into every part of his body really fast, permanently. So he's dead now, and he's possessing the suit. So he's basically this green rotted rabbit thing that has the corpse of a serial killer in it. Pretty neat.
And the soul of a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a
It's,
bad. That's a really bad combination.
Yeah, it is.
An
Yeah, that's
undead
why
an
the
undead serial killer.
It's a terrible
exactly.
combination.
That's exactly why everyone is rallying for Springtrap to be in Dead by Daylight.
And what's worse, he eventually later becomes a computer virus.
Yeah,
An intelligent, aware computer virus.
he's a
computer
living
virus.
he's a living like code bug, basically, which I can tell you I have a degree in computer science. I can tell you how inaccurate that is, but I'm not gonna go into that
Yeah,
because that's pointless.
Yeah.
I could also tell you about how HAL 9000 isn't accurate either, but I'm not
Wait,
gonna
what?
talk about that either.
HAL 9000 isn't accurate.
Yeah, because no AI can get to that level of intelligence.
Really?
Yeah, it's nearly impossible.
Huh.
We'll
discuss that later.
We'll talk about it later. It's
Yeah,
not
probably in
important.
another episode.
Probably.
Yeah. So but yeah, so what do you think makes Springtrap eligible to be a killer in Dead by Daylight?
Well, there are multiple other serial killers in Dead by Daylight.
I'd like to hear all three of y'all's reason.
So basically, my take on it is just looking at FNAF immediately. He's pretty much the perfect pick. The reason why no one wants, say, Freddy in the game is because it just wouldn't make sense. You know, Freddy is a killer, but he's possessed by the spirit of a child, and he just kind of stays in that building the entire game. Whereas Springtrap is, you know, he's William Afton. He is an actual serial killer, basically a slasher villain, like a lot of the other characters that have been put into DBD. I think there's a lot of variance also in what he could bring to the game and what his abilities are compared to someone like Freddy or another character. The only other characters I've heard people suggest from the FNAF series for this game at all is, I believe, Innard, I think Vanny, and maybe Scrap Baby. I haven't heard any others, but Springtrap is like by far the front runner.
What's Scrap Baby?
The version of Baby from FNAF 6.
Oh.
It's a sim, yeah.
Yep.
Oh crap.
The one with giant
sister
garden
location.
trimmer hands.
Also known as Freak Show Baby.
Oh dang.
Oh, that's from the fan game. We don't talk about that.
What about what about Mangle?
Mangle would be interesting, but it's kind of the same thing there. Like, Mangle is either possessed by the spirit of a child or just not possessed at all, so it wouldn't really make much sense.
Wasn't there a theory going around that Mangle is possessed by a dog?
Yes, I hate MatPat on every possible level.
Wait,
anyway,
what?
yeah, people thought Mangle was possessed by a dog because MatPat had like an episode and was convinced that was a thing.
Let's not talk about MatPat right now.
Yeah, MatPat's he's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
MatPat, next killer, actually, in DBD, it'd be interesting.
Dumb theories.
Absolutely horrifying.
Actually, you know who'd be funny? Okay, forgive me, but you know it would be funny to and perfect to add into the killer list in Dead by Daylight?
Which one?
Mini Lad.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
While we're at it, let's just add Jonochrome in here.
Jonochrome. Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Hunterell in DBD.
I think they couldn't really do that even if they wanted to, because that sounds like lawsuit material.
Yeah.
It'd be a little too scary, I think.
Yeah.
It's scary. Yeah. Yeah, forget the fictional guys. It's the real criminals that are scary.
Yeah, like John Wayne Gacy, which there's already a killer in Dead by Daylight that's based off him.
The clown, right?
Yeah, the clown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if we gave him a skin that was close to like a skin up like DLC or whatever that looked like John Wayne Gacy, then that would be cool.
If they have one already, then I haven't seen it.
I haven't.
Yeah, I don't really look at the skins that much. I don't interact with them, but I have seen a few. But anyways, let's see.
Now,
what's another killer?
I have an idea.
Right?
The Frankenstein monster.
That'd be interesting.
That
Back
not
to Springtrap.
I
like
kind of
just
want to
one
see that actually.
I
Back to
know, right?
Springtrap for just 1 second. Also,
Okay.
since you asked like what I think makes him the perfect killer,
Oh,
besides,
right. Yeah, we haven't gone around
yeah.
for people's reasons why. So, what's your reason?
So besides being like, the best killer from the FNAF series, and the FNAF series basically being a horror game icon at this point, it's been around for almost 10 years, and I'd say it's definitely in the top 5 horror franchises.
Oh
It
yeah,
could even be top 3 behind Resident Evil and Silent Hill, like as far as games go.
it's got the best jump scares, in my opinion.
Or
It probably does. I've seen some pretty good ones in Resident Evil, but
Well, I mean,
anyway,
I mean, look at Sister Location. In my opinion, that's like the scariest out of all of them.
Sister Location has some pretty decent ones.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just mostly
Um,
shadows. Like you just can't
yeah.
see everything. It's just dark, so you don't know what's gonna come out at you.
Yeah. As far as like what Springtrap brings to DBD aside from being the best killer from an iconic franchise, I would say he fills a few roles that haven't been fully explored in the game yet. Number one, we've obviously never had an animatronic or robotic killer of any kind. I'm less focused on like the animatronic thing and more on it'd be really cool to have like a killer robot because we don't really have anything that fills that role in DBD yet.
Oh, you're right.
I
And
think the
then,
closest would be the reverse bear traps from the pig.
yeah.
That's the closest we have right now.
Yeah, it's like super far off. The other
Yeah.
thing is the zombies, which, we've got Nemesis. He spawns his zombies and his NPCs. He's a little
Ooh.
bit like a zombie himself. I guess you could say the same for Wesker, maybe a
Well,
little bit.
he's more like a kind of like a sort of like a zombie, but more of Frankenstein era.
Yeah, I
area,
think
kind
like Frankenstein plus Terminator, kind of,
Yeah.
with Nemesis.
Yeah. It's like a
Uh,
biological experiment, right?
Yeah.
yeah, basically. I need to play the whole Resident Evil series, man. I've only played part of 7. I really want to try it out.
Hmm.
I haven't played anyways.
Yeah. So basically, the other thing is this is the third niche I think he fills. So we've had, like ghosts or spirits in the game before. We've got
Uh-huh.
a spirit, we've got Sadako, the Onryo,
Hmm.
but we've never had a spirit that is possessing something instead of just, being a ghost.
Oh,
Like we've never had
right.
a spirit possessing something like an animatronic suit or any type of object. So I think that would be really neat as well.
Oh yeah.
The more you explain and the more I think about it, yeah, Springtrap would be perfect for Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
what abilities and what attacks would he use in Dead by Daylight?
Well, I don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah, there's quite a few ideas that have been presented, I think. One is kind of summoning the phantoms as traps to guard places, which I think would be kind of neat.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't borrow from Hag too much.
Right.
Or summon
I don't think it would.
or oh, this would be cool. Summon phantoms to disable the machines or whatever those are called.
The
The
generators. Yeah.
generators, yeah.
Or disable survivors' items or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or distort their vision for a while.
Oh yeah.
For their vision would be a good
Or
in-
disable their perks, even.
Because in
That'd be
FNAF 3, yeah,
interesting.
like when he appears, they just becomes the screen becomes distorted a little bit
Yeah.
when he does
Yeah.
his jump scare.
I'm kind of thinking. I feel like. I know that it's not actually true that this happens in universe, but I think the fact that Springtrap can move between locations while standing still could have something to do with it. Like, if he stood still, he can move to a different location. Kind of like a combination of, Nurse and kinda Demogorgon, but with standing still. Like, I don't know. I don't know how effective that would be, but
Maybe like
I feel like
Spirit's ability.
Oh, you just gave me a thought of
certainly.
what other creature would be interesting to have, but I'll
Mhm.
talk about it later.
Yeah, I feel like, and I don't know. Or maybe agony could have something to do with it. That would be cool to see.
Agony?
Yeah. It's a thing that appears in the games, but also it has a more pronounced like appearance in the books, where it's basically like um so like Shadow Freddy from FNAF 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's theorized that it's made of agony
Oh.
and is like a sort of manifestation of like some strong emotions that William Afton has. Can't remember what emotion it is, but I want to say it's a manifestation of his suffering
Oh.
that he experienced when he was stuck in Springtrap's suit, when he was dying, especially because it only man I can't remember everything about it.
I don't know why, but
Um,
for some reason I feel like fire should be part of his ability.
oh for sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
because
could definitely see that.
remember in that which FNAF game was it? Like
Three.
uh huh?
I mean he survived a lot of fires. He survived it in 3 and
Like his son
Oh,
like
three
set the
fires.
whole building on fire.
FNAF 6.
yeah,
But yeah,
that's 6.
was it I can't is it Matthew or Mark? What is it? Dang,
Michael.
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 Dang it, sorry, I had a brain fart.
It's fine. Yeah. Um.
My-
Yeah, I feel like fire can have something to do with that. That would be fun.
I feel like the possibilities for his ability are either phantoms, spring locks, or fire.
Yeah.
why not all three?
Also
That
true.
would. I mean, it could be a little bit of each of
What
those.
kind of be broken, I guess?
Yeah.
It'd just
It's
be overcomplicated, I guess,
I
but that
mean,
hasn't stopped him before.
I mean
So.
when you do the level up thing where you connect the thing, you can choose like what ability to use, and then it'll progress on from there.
I don't know about that because killers tend to have just one set ability.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
over convoluted, I feel like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I wouldn't follow the pattern that all the other
But
killers
anyway,
have. I don't think they'd be okay with that.
but at least he should have like one fire ability, you know, to in reference of 6.
Yeah, probably like some kind of add-on to put with like Tombstone for Myers or like Muse Guts for Demogorgon,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Now,
Add-ons.
yeah, now, design.
Well,
What design should they use, or should it be an
well,
original design?
Definitely should not be the Help Wanted design. Not the Help Wanted, the AR design.
Oh no.
the AR design. No. I think just classic Springtrap from FNAF 3 would be best.
Yeah, that'd be best. As for skins, you can give him Scrap Trap, Glitch Trap, maybe Banny.
What about
Burn
What about Burn?
what about
Burn.
Burn Trap from Security Breach?
I mean that too.
Yeah, that'd make a nice skin.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Glitch Trap could be a skin that you can just add, like put in there, yeah. Like
Yeah.
and maybe they could like use the AR skins but like actually make them good.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be interesting.
But yeah, the original the OC Springtrap design should also be a skin.
Yeah, the OG, you mean?
OG, yeah, sorry.
OC is the original character. That's a different thing altogether. We
Yeah.
do not talk about FNAF OCs around here.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Springtrap should definitely be in DBD.
Yeah.
Now, Frankenstein.
Yeah. And we can't say electricity because that's the doctor's thing.
Yeah. But Frankenstein, he like in I've seen like not the 30s version because they kind of made him a little dumb, the monster,
Mhm.
because in the original books he's like he learns and becomes actually pretty intelligent and becomes like the perfect serial killer because he has stealth and can outwits people. He like in one part, like when Dr. Frankenstein and his newly married wife are on their honeymoon, and and Frankenstein becomes paranoid because he thinks his creation is still out to get him. and in one part he looks out the window and sees what looks like the monster running away from the house, so he goes and chases him, while when he catches him he finds it's someone else and realizes that the monster was already in the house and killed his wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
it would be cool to see them be faithful to the books in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were faithful
But he
to
uses
the
his
Onryo.
he uses his own hands to kill because of his immense strength.
Yeah. Hmm. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, canon-wise, he's still alive to this day, but
Yeah.
in hiding,
Hmm.
while the
It would
doctor
be
just
interesting to see like a stealth killer based on Frankenstein.
yeah.
I mean, we could just have like unique characters based on things, because that's already happened with a good amount of them. Like,
And he would be
the
called
witch.
the monster or the monster because that's what he's called
Probably.
in the book.
Hmm.
Hold on a second. I think he had actually was given a name at some point in the book.
But like, they already did a whole thing with the Dredge where they based it on the boogeyman. Um, what other things?
Yeah, he does. He does have a name,
Oh,
and in the book is like the monster says, "I ought to be thy Adam."
hmm. He named himself Adam.
Yeah, Adam Frankenstein.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. What do y'all think would be his mechanic if he were in the game?
Well, not electricity.
No, that's just what brought him alive.
Yeah.
He doesn't use it. It's just keeping him alive.
Oh, whoa. So that's what he originally looks like. Yeah, nothing compared to what I. So yeah, here's uh Mary Shelley, the original writer of the story. This was
I
her.
actually,
Huh? Huh?
I saw a play about her, about Mary Shelley specifically, like about the author.
Hmm.
Sorry. Anyways,
Shelley Frankenstein.
I don't know. What do y'all think? You think of anything?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too up to date on the Frankenstein stuff.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can't
Yeah,
really think of anything either.
yeah. I don't think we know a whole lot about it, and I guess we could just speculate. Um, it would be cool to see him be a stealth killer.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect something that beastly to be a stealth killer.
Yeah.
Heck, maybe he can use his green skin as camouflage in the outdoor maps.
Actually, he didn't have green skin.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Hmm.
It was like pale but not green.
Oh.
It was made he was made of different body parts, of course, but it
Hmm.
wasn't green.
Oh.
Here's what where's the yeah, here's what her description was of the monster.
Huh.
That
That's actually pretty cool.
mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
it said in the book that that the monster had long black hair.
Hmm. So he could have been in a punk band.
Yeah. But anyway, it's the original story is actually really interesting.
Yeah,
There's
I mean, it's
actually,
the original horror story.
I mean, you can watch the like the BBC series of it on YouTube.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
It's a mini series actually. But you know
Gotcha.
how like in the 30s version that Dr. Frankenstein was ecstatic and excited that he actually created life?
Hmm.
In the original, the Doctor was terrified of what he's done
Oh.
and regretted every bit of it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So, what would the pros and cons be for Frankenstein being in Dead by Daylight?
I feel like his abilities are too like obscure, I guess, or up in the air as to what could be done with it.
Yeah, I mean he has stealth, and he has
Hmm.
strength, and he has intelligence,
Yeah,
or
just
or it because it we don't because I can't remember if they used female body parts on him also.
oh, okay. Um, I don't
But
know.
I
What do
do
y'all think?
I think I remember like I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the monster says that some nights that he would like hear the screams and voices of the body parts that he's that's himself,
Hmm.
that he would
Uh.
hear the souls of those that the Doctor used to create him.
Ooh. Uh. Yeah. I mean,
That
that
would
sounds
be
bad.
interesting though.
Ooh. What if like he could have false tear radii?
Huh?
Multiple radiuses. Um.
Ooh. What do
I
y'all
mean, I
think?
know that Doctor kind of does that already at maximum insanity level, where you hear his close proximity to radius all the time, but usually it's like not it doesn't last that long.
Hmm.
But I think maybe with him it could last, all the time. Like he can place down these little I don't know, he can like do something to have like a false terror radius in certain spots
Hmm.
that could potentially deter the survivors from going to certain areas like hex totems or something else like that.
Ooh.
What do y'all think of that?
Sorry, I was drinking something. Does sound pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now, what would be the con of Frankenstein being in Dead by Daylight?
Hmm.
Lawsuits.
Yeah.
Lost. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
They'd have to get like
If
permission to get to be able to use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a license that's an absolute nightmare to acquire.
Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
happens to Jason, it's gonna happen to him. I could just see it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now there was one monster I was thinking about using, but then after talking to y'all about it and acro, I was thinking like, yeah, maybe not. I was thinking like the Invisible Man
I don't know how difficult that would be.
because
I think
Wraith.
it's.
the only way you
Oh
would
yeah,
be
right. Yeah.
the only way you'd be able to see him is like the grass parting and dust coming up from his footsteps.
Basically
Yeah.
just Wraith, but again,
And blood splatter on his skin.
Oh yeah. I think it's too similar to Wraith. I think maybe Wraith was partially based on the Invisible Man, anyways.
Hmm.
And I mean, we already have Spirit that kind of does that, and Onryo, which sorta, kinda does that, depending on how far away you are from it. But I don't know. I think the whole invisibility trope is not even done,
Yeah.
so I don't think it would be a great idea. It's a good thought, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
N-
Dead by Daylight team has already thought of it, so it's a good thought.
yeah. Now, uh, there is one. All right. This is. I have one more suggestion, then we'll go to y'all of what y'all think would put in.
Mhm.
Uh, SCP-173.
Oh,
The only way you'd
um,
be able to stop it is if you look at it. And
hmm.
it has the ability where it has to like has a timer for how long you can look at it, and then the screen will go dark for a second and move, or be able to move.
Yeah.
Or
If you'll
it gives you time to move.
Yeah, for reference for what SCP-173 does, it basically behaves like the
Weeping Angel.
endoskeletons from Security Breach and the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, like Nate said.
Only the Weeping Angels, they send you back in time.
Yeah,
Like,
if you...
so they can feed off the time that you... the energy from the time that you never had. They also can absorb energy by... Like, if you're in a lit room and you see a weeping angel, you can stare as long as you can, but they have the ability to turn out the lights just by pointing at it or just being in the presence. So SCP-173 is a creature from the SCP Foundation wiki. That's a statue that's made of concrete, rebar, and Crayola spray paint, and it stays in place until you blink or turn your head away from it, and then it moves at incredible speed and snaps your neck.
Yeah, like right at the base of your skull, so it's like the worst kind.
Yeah, but there's something, but there's someone that said that I can't talk. There's a theory that it's not snapping your neck, but it triggers your body to be able to like locate it again by making your body twist your head around.
Hmm. Either way, the result is you die.
Yeah.
Basically, it kills you if it touches you
Yeah.
in one way or another.
Oh. Actually, no. I think I know the perfect SCP for Dead by Daylight.
Oh, which one?
The Plague Doctor.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
Although I think that would be too similar to Nemesis because he's got the zombies.
Yeah, but he could turn the players into a zombie.
What if, like, after he kills them, they become zombies to try and help?
Exactly. Yeah.
But then, like,
That could cover more ground.
yeah, what if the players could control the zombies? That would be
They would
cool.
become the killers too.
Yeah! Obviously, they would have a lot less to do. Like, no abilities and only attack. And
Right.
move around.
Right.
They can move slower than they used to.
Right.
But not
only
too slow.
only the Plague Doctor can move at normal speed.
Yeah. Maybe, like, the players would have the same speed as Nurse. Like, base walking speed.
Yeah.
Because she has the slowest base movement speed in the game because of her teleportation ability.
Yeah.
Um,
But by the way, this is SCP-049, aka the Plague Doctor.
yeah, no, I think that one would actually be the best one.
Yeah.
Because it feels the most feasible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
what do y'all think of that?
Ambience just muted himself.
He does that, that's not a big deal, really.
Yeah. So, Bon, what do you think?
Sounds pretty good to me, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, that's his design right there in the chat.
So he basically, when he finds someone he believes has the pestilence, which is unknown what it actually means, he never describes it in detail. But whenever he finds someone to be infected, he basically like gets his arm outstretched and starts walking towards you. And as soon as he touches you, you basically like
Die.
You die, but then he takes you to his surgical table and cures you of the pestilence by like
Turning you into a zombie.
Yeah, that does his bidding.
Or
And
SCP-049-1.
yeah. And I think can they spread that ability too?
No, only the
didn't think so.
Doctor. But
Okay.
they do have incredible strength, but are really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Here's another crazy thing about the Plague Doctor. It looks like he's wearing a robe and a doctor's mask, but the thing is, that's part of his body.
Like a biological factor.
Yeah, and his mask is made of bone.
Yeah. So like.
But the voice of I love the voice that they have for in the audio files.
Mm-hmm.
And
They like interviewed him in
he can
the log.
he can also speak in the old dialect of French and English.
Yeah, because like he was found in France, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was found taking notes while his zombies were attacking the MTF that found him.
Yeah, the mobile task force, like the boots on the ground fighter soldiers.
Now he is cooperative, but still dangerous.
Mm-hmm. That's why he's Euclid and not Keter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think 049 would be perfect for Dead by Daylight. But now what would his abilities be in Dead by Daylight?
Well, I
Other
feel like he could like either after the survivors die, or like if he manages to attack them, he can force them to be his minions for a short time. I know that's not accurate to the
Yeah.
game, to the canon, but for the game, for balancing reasons, it would probably be something more like that.
Yeah, you'd have a minute to like be as the 049-1
Yeah, where
instances.
you can like you move very slowly, maybe,
Yeah.
but you can like down people in one hit in
Yeah.
exchange.
And then
Yeah.
take them to the hooks.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you could take them to the hooks, but
Yeah.
I think it would be better if they could just down them and not do anything else.
Yeah.
Because then they'd just
Down
be
them so
lying on
that
the floor.
you could take them to the hooks.
Yeah, so that the killer. Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm certainly vouching for 049 to be the next killer alongside Springtrap.
Oh, I know.
And I mean, licensing would be really easy because SCP has a Creative Commons license, meaning that anyone could use it and make money off of it for any reason, as long as they don't like sue people for copyright over stuff that they did.
Right. Oh. Ooh.
Which means it could be around permanently.
Yeah. I had an
Mhm.
idea for another, but that would be too hard to use.
Yeah.
SCP-610.
Oh, yeah, a disease pro.
The flesh that hates.
Yeah, we already have our fair share of diseases in game anyways. We got, again, Nemesis, we got the Plague, we got Wesker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would go well.
All right. Yeah. So Bon, what monster do you think would be perfect for Dead by Daylight?
Honestly, trying to like think here. I honestly have no idea.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Can't really think of anyone right at the moment.
Well, what do you think, Scott? Or Ambience?
Well, aside from Springtrap, obviously, I
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
can't really think of a whole lot, but I know one thing that absolutely would not work, but would be an absolute ton of fun if it did, which is the Blob.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Blob.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
so fun to play as.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
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 But the thing is, every time it would kill, it would grow bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
The '80s
that would be a
version
concept,
was
though.
terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
A whole
Yeah.
lot better than the one in the '50s.
Yeah.
Another
Um,
one that's like very improbable where I can't see how it would work, but I think it'd be fun is the shark from Jaws. Like, that'd
Wait,
just
how
be.
would that work?
Rum,
It
rum.
wouldn't. That's the thing.
Yeah. Man.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure how this would work, but what about what about the psychos from The Purge?
I mean, I feel like that would be too similar to Legion.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they already got the crazy gang of people wearing masks and stabbing everyone.
Yeah, true. Never mind.
Maybe the Legion is based on the Purge? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know what their basis is. I just think it's a cool idea because it's a group of people that
Oh,
you can pick and choose.
what am I
Which,
what about the wolf? What about the wolf man from the werewolf movies and books and stuff like that?
oh, werewolf would be interesting.
Yeah.
I do want a werewolf killer, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man. Imagine like, oh, what's his name? The wolf from League of Legends. Um,
Oh, Warwick.
Warwick. Yeah,
Warwick.
imagine
That'd
Warwick
be
in the
so
game.
funny.
Actually,
He transcends the toxic games.
Yeah.
I would love to see like Van Helsing's werewolf design in that game
Oh, that would be a cool
from the
idea.
Van Helsing movie
Yeah.
with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine the Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Even though he fights for good,
Or
you know,
frickin' Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Which, by the way, they announced there is a sequel or a third movie coming out with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again in it.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Man.
yeah, like hold on.
I haven't wanted to watch the second one because I got a spoiler that pretty much completely ruins the point of the first one. I'm not gonna talk about it, but
What?
if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. Um,
But no, but yeah,
uh,
like this werewolf here.
oh, that would be sick.
Yeah.
Big buff dude.
Yeah.
Um, so
Menacing looking. It's just like, oh yeah.
yeah.
Menacing and intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just thought of one also. It's not like an unpopular choice, but it absolutely needs to happen. The Thing.
Oh, the
Ooh.
Thing.
Shifting killer would be so good.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it would look like the other players, and you would think like, wait, are you?
Yeah,
Thing?
with an assimilation ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to bring that
Man.
movie up? I'm still scarred from that film.
It's pretty.
It's such a
scary
good
one,
move.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
good
like
movie.
the perfect sci-fi horror movie.
pretty
Mhm.
much, yeah.
I was
Man.
also thinking the Xenomorph, but I don't know now.
That'd
Oh
be
well.
interesting, actually.
Yeah. But
Because we don't have an alien in Dead by Daylight yet, do we?
is the Demogorgon technically an alien? I don't
Kind
know.
of.
It's more
He
like
kind of
it's like an
Maybe?
interdimensional. It's like interdimensional.
Yeah.
basically.
Well, actually, they're saying
Yeah.
they're
I think it'd
saying
be different
actually
enough.
they're saying aliens are interdimensional creatures.
Well, some of them are.
Yeah,
It
some of them.
depends.
Like they
Yeah.
live in the space between spaces.
Yeah. Some of them are from, like, the fictional ones are from our universe, but some of them aren't. It just depends.
And some say
This-
that they're from our future.
Yeah.
This is just really making me want to watch Alien.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I
I
was
want to
like,
play Alien Isolation.
that movie is
Yeah,
in.
I have that installed on the Epic Games launcher, and I've never
Believe it or
played
not, that Alien movie is actually in the 70s. I was like, what?
Oh,
There's
you
a
know
lot
what
of
would be
good
cool?
movies in the 70s. Oh, speaking of good movies in the 70s, Carrie White. I don't know if it makes
Carrie
sense
White.
lore-wise, but we need a killer
Oh.
with telekinesis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Carrie.
That'd be
Yeah.
kind of actually scary. If it looks like Sissy Spacek from the 70s version with that stare, then that'd be actually scary.
Yeah, like, just imagine her in her so dress the whole time.
Ugh.
With that look in her eyes. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm good.
I just thought of another monster,
oh yeah.
but I'm not sure how it'll work, but I think it might work.
Alright. Annabelle?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Annabelle.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Either Annabelle or Chucky. We would need a doll killer.
Well, I
between those
suggested
two.
Chucky, but he was like too small.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Annabelle is bigger, yeah.
Yeah, but there's
What about a gremlin?
yeah, but the thing is, something's controlling Annabelle.
Yeah.
That's true. Annabelle would actually make a lot of sense. Like, the Conjuring universe is one of the biggest new franchises, and that's the only
Mhm.
one that I think could actually. Well, I guess Valak the Nun could, like, kind of work, but I think I'd prefer Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought of another SCP actually, but it could work because he can adapt to his size. SCP-682.
Oh, yeah. The hard to destroy reptile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be too OP because, like, I think just his
Oh.
variability.
They drew
I
a
think.
cartoon version of him. Look. Oh wait, the old man.
Oh, that would be interesting too.
Yo, 106. Yeah.
Oh, if you're gonna send a picture, and it's avert your eyes. It's very zombie-esque.
Yeah. Look.
Oh, that's from
Cartoon
Confinement.
zombie.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
that's
It's
from
not
Confinement.
Yeah, it's from Confinement, but let me see if I can find its file.
The original
it's
picture.
yeah, the original file photo.
Yeah, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SCP-106.
Have you seen the the version of 682 in Confinement?
Oh yeah, it's just a chameleon.
It's a giant chameleon.
I'm like,
That's
no. I'm like, that's stupid.
it got put out on April Fool's, so obviously it isn't canon. But it's
Yeah.
literally just the chameleon like grabbing the main character and just eating him.
Yeah.
And it's like half a second long, and then it just goes straight to the credits.
Yeah, but here's what SCP-106 really looks like.
Yeah.
He has the ability to like use this black tar to move through walls and any surface except water.
Yeah, because it's all acidic and stuff.
Yeah, and it's a Keter class, so it's really hard to contain.
Mm-hmm.
He takes people into his dimension and chases you just for fun and kills you.
Yeah.
There's a theory saying that he's as old as World War One.
Yeah, I heard a tale for his origin, and
it's actually based off of a photo of a guy that went insane during World War One. Yeah, this photo here. It's a zoomed in photo from World War One.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're saying that guy was SCP-106, the old man.
Yeah. So I've got an idea for a potential killer. I feel like we need to have something from Greek mythology.
Ooh. Like Medusa?
Potentially Medusa. It could be something else like Ariadne.
Like what?
I know, Scott, I know you're not gonna like this because it's based on a spider.
Ooh.
But she's basically half human, half spider.
Ooh, never heard of her.
So you know the Pokemon Ariados?
Ariados? Yeah.
Yeah. It's the name comes from Ariadne.
How do you spell that?
Hold on, I need to remember. I can't remember. Ariadne. Mythology.
Ariadne.
Yes. So like basically.
Oh wait, no, it's just a normal woman.
Well, here's the thing. So she's the daughter of Minos, which I believe also brought on the Minotaur.
Ooh.
Hence the name. But basically, like she had to traverse this like she did something, and basically after she traverse like this maze to try and please, I think, Athena.
The Minotaur maze?
I don't think it was that one. I'm trying to remember the legend, but let's see.
Okay, I found the picture
Yeah,
of the maze, and yeah, it said there's a centaur in the maze.
the Minotaur. It looks like, yeah. Um,
Centaur.
Centaur is the half horse.
I know, because there's a picture of it with the centaur in the middle of it.
Oh, anyways,
Yeah.
so if memory serves, like, she's associated with mazes because she took a spool of thread and traversed the maze with it, and because she was challenged by a god, by I think Athena, to do it. Whenever she basically used that as a form of sort of cheating,
Ah.
she got really, really upset and punished her by, because she used to be beautiful. You could see in the pictures she's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So, as punishment for basically cheating, she turned her into half human, half spider
Ooh.
to make her as ugly as possible.
Oh, dang.
But also because spiders are scary and gross and no one will want to interact with her.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry about that.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I found a close picture of her from the Soul Forge.
Yeah. See, she kind of looked like that. It's open to interpretation.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's the
Also, reminds me, I haven't seen this anime yet, but there's a character in this anime called Monster Mesumi, and
yeah.
there's a, I forgot what her name was, but she's a half spider.
Oh.
Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of her.
Oh wait, hold on. Um I forgot. It's not Ariadne. It's Arachne, which makes a whole lot more sense.
It's like, yeah, what
But
the?
Ariadne did use a spool of thread to go through a maze.
Hmm.
That part is true, but yeah. I just got the name wrong, and
Arachne.
I don't know if my telling of it was particularly accurate just because it's such a fuzzy memory of mine, but if it is, then it's cool. So it would be cool to see a half spider person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have any like insectoid type killers.
Yeah.
And of course spiders are ripe for the picking.
Oh, there she is.
And it can either be her or the giant spider from the Harry Potter series.
Oh, yeah, Aragog.
Aragog.
That thing is
Or
probably responsible for my arachnophobia. I think it was that and that one boss from Super Paper Mario.
oh yeah.
Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you because I saw it out of context when I was young too,
Oh.
and that made me scared of spiders for a really, really long time as well. I'm still somewhat afraid of them. I'm just like, to me it depends on the species, obviously. Like the venomous ones, yeah,
Yes,
stay
like
away from
Black
me.
Widows, yeah.
I have encountered a black widow, and I
There
killed
she
it.
is.
There you go. But yeah, so like,
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It'd be cool, like, what'd you call her? Arachne, or what? Arachne?
Oh, Arachne or
Arachne,
Arachne.
yeah.
Arachne.
Have her spider body be like a Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's the one spider breed that people fear the most.
At
Plus,
least one of
it's in a
them.
lot of Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aragog, yeah, he. Oh my word, giant,
Oh, here we go.
an intelligent spider that's able to have human speech.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is like the original version of how she's depicted, but it's her in
Ooh.
the art style of like Greek
Yeah.
masonry.
Yeah, it's really similar. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Like a spider
Yeah.
centaur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Are there
Anyways.
any other ideas of what would be fun to add into DBD? Because then we can go into the tier list, like S to F.
Well, I
Yeah.
think the like super obvious one that everyone's thought of that we haven't mentioned yet is Jason Voorhees. There's the lawsuit stuff going on, but as soon as that's done, he's like the obvious pick.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I agree.
I heard rumors that they were going to add some kind of knight into the game.
A knight.
Yeah.
The Black Knight from Scooby Doo.
I mean, maybe. I don't know if they're gonna do that specifically.
Now there are a lot of Scooby Doo monsters that would be fun to add in DBD, but they're not really killers.
Oh yeah.
Now the space kook, that'd be, whew.
Oh, I have one more idea. I have been thinking about this the whole time, and I only just now remembered to talk about it. I feel like it would be really cool to see, like, the entity itself appear in some form as the killer.
Oh.
That would definitely be like the spider-like killer, I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
I mean,
like
it
if
looks
they
it looks spider-like when its claws come in to take you into its dimension.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think having the entity appear in some way would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the design would look like specifically because only the creators of the game truly know what it looks like, but
Exactly.
I still think it would be really, really cool.
Yeah. Now, if we can't think of anything else that would be perfect to add in, let's move into the tier list of what monster or what killer from Dead by Daylight is the best.
Alright, do you want me to look up a list?
Yeah.
That'd probably be best. My last
But-
ideas basically are, well, Pennywise.
Yeah.
We already have a clown, obviously, but he
Yeah.
filled the clown and the shapeshifter role, which I think would be neat.
Yeah, yeah, it is like could be anything.
Hmm.
Any form of fear that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cuz
it'd be really interesting.
I did some digging on it, and it's actually a creature from a dimension that's beyond human recognition. Like, if you saw its true form, then you would lose your sanity and soul itself. But it's a being of light. That's
Yep,
what
the dead lights.
The dead lights, yeah. And it actually has no form, but in order for it to survive in our world, it takes the form of something you fear most.
Yeah,
And I
I think
mean,
it'd be
clowns-
interesting if they handled the shapeshifting thing by making it take a different form for each survivor. Like it has 4 forms that it switches between as it's chasing different survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
With
could
different
mimic
abilities.
like whatever each particular character fears the most.
And its main form being, well, the Pennywise.
Yeah, I think it'd just be 4 forms, like no matter what characters are in, because that seems a little overcomplicated. And also, if certain forms are stronger than others, I feel like people could like manipulate it
Yeah.
by choosing the weakest one.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
maybe like the Wendigo from Until Dawn specifically,
Yes,
or
this
just
is another
the
one of my
legend.
huge Yeah, the Wendigo from Until Dawn is like another one of my huge ideas that I think would work perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, I found out that the creature that sent it to our dimension and our planet to trap it there because it figured to be weak was actually a giant turtle with a flat version of our planet on its back.
Yeah. I think Stephen King was on acid when he wrote like at least 3/4 of that book,
He-
to be honest.
he
None
was
of
on-
it makes any sense.
He was on acid in a lot of his stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very surreal.
Yeah.
I think he was just trying to make fun of flat earthers in that particular part.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Other
I mean-
quick ideas are like either Norman Bates or Jack Torrance. I think both would work all right. It just wouldn't be anything super special.
Yeah, because, I mean, Norman Bates is awesome and amazing as an actor and a character, but he's just a dude with a knife. That's it.
Yeah.
And we already
basically.
have one.
Yeah, we already have Legion and Ghostface, which I still wish they were able to draw more from the Scream series.
Yeah, and Michael Myers too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Now Michael Myers would be a cool addition to Dead by Daylight.
Oh, he's
Michael
already in it.
Myers is in Dead by Daylight. He was like the 4th character.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Whoa. Okay. Cool.
he's already in. Yeah, he's already in it.
Wow. Yeah, I know Ghostface. I know
Let's play a game called Find the New Dead by Daylight player.
Oh yeah.
Can you all guess who it is?
I love that game.
Yeah. Let's.
Anyways.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Who is it? You leave your response in the comments. And if you say me, then I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's Acro, not gonna lie.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, real.
Come on. No. Anyways.
Nah, it's me.
Well, don't spoil the answer. That's the commenter's decision to make.
I should have said. I think it's me.
Anyways.
Yeah. I still can't get the thought of 049 being in Dead by Daylight. That's just too perfect.
That's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Man. Alright.
And he's creepy enough to be in it too. Like design wise.
And he could have voice lines. Ooh, he could have voice lines.
Oh, there you are. But
Another thing like Jaws and the Blob that I think would be astronomically stupid on every possible level, but like the most fun thing to ever exist is the car from Christine. Like you actually just drive around running people over and that's the killer, that's it.
or
Much fun.
Or the tire from Rubber.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
possessed tire that's just I'm just like what?
With psychokinetic powers.
Yeah, exactly.
That just explodes people's heads.
That's just like the dumbest movie monster ever made. No.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a joke apparently, but you know.
Yeah, no, the dumbest movie monster is actually the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Man, I was just thinking that as soon as you started that sentence. Just imagine a tomato rolling around.
Yeah, it's just a little
it's
tomato.
Squashing everyone.
It would look like Prop Hunt. It's just moving around.
While we're on the topic of clown killers, also with Pennywise, I think the killer clowns from outer space would be really interesting.
I was just thinking that. I was like, wait, the killer clowns from outer space.
Because they're like actually good at being killer clowns. They're not like a shape-shifting entity like Pennywise or just a serial killer like the clown. They'd be like actually interesting.
And they're aliens.
Yeah.
There's
that role also.
Alien.
Yeah, and a new game just I think is coming out that's based off the movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh man, now imagine the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah.
Just wandering around. Oh man. Y'all thought it would be scary enough seeing me play as Piranha Plant in Smash. Now watch me play as Andre 2 in Dead by Daylight.
You know would be I don't know why this popped up, but you know it'd be funny and scary to have in Dead by Daylight.
What?
Bill Cosby.
That'd be terrifying.
Just like convicted felons.
You want a pudding pop? There you go.
Hey, you know, instead of having any old SCP be a killer, just bring in a random D class.
Oh yeah.
It'll be fine.
Or have the what's it called? What are the victims? The victims? What is it? The victims are in the people, the normal people in the Dead by Daylight.
Oh, the survivors?
The survivors, yeah. Have some of the survivors you pick from, or one of them be a D class.
Or
and
maybe
then
have it be a skin for like other survivors.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I would love to see a D-class like
D-class
mag
uniform. D-class uniform.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in the SCP Foundation, the D-class, like their D-class number is actually tattooed on their chest.
Oh,
permanently.
I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah. So that way, if they ever escape, then they'll still be able to find their number on their chest.
yeah. So
Which
like
now,
D-class and
if you
SCP, they're like, huh?
now I'll get that to the minute. And then the D class, those who are that are cooperative and survive the testing, eventually get a rank up into like the MTF and so forth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, go ahead and explain what the D class are.
So they're basically globally sourced from like death row inmates around the world, or like life sentences of very violent crimes.
And they're
Um,
technically the scientists and researchers' guinea pigs to the SCPs.
yeah, they basically use them as like as cannon fodder for all the SCPs.
And
So they're
do the dirty work.
yeah, so like if you want to experiment all of the different ways that a certain SCP can kill somebody, just throw D-class at it and see what it does.
Yeah.
And that's it. They're like the living meat shields
Yeah.
for
Like
SCP.
like for instance, if you want to be able to talk to SCP-035, the mask,
Yeah.
then you would put a D class in there and have it take over that body and be able to give an interview with it.
Yeah.
Because
So
035 is this theater mask or Greek mask that has an entity inside of it and has this black goo that comes out of it that could how do you describe it?
No
It-
way, Ewok from Animator's Hell.
But
well, okay.
but 035 uh
So like
if
it
it could,
starts as a Greek comedy mask, but when it wants to take over somebody, it turns into a tragedy mask.
no, that's if it's upset.
Oh, well, okay. So
It can
sometimes it switches over to tragedy.
it can switch back and forth even in the photographs the photographs of it, it could switch from happy to sad.
Yeah. So
For those that wear the mask, it erases your whole existence, or it erases your whole soul. And
Why did they make masks bipolar?
but it takes over, it uses your body as its own, but depending on how strong or weak the person is, it'll decay faster.
hmm
Yeah, so you could end up as a rotted skeleton. Now it can take over a mannequin, but it prefers living people
oh.
or animals or whatever. But it's interested in taking over 682, but we all know how that would end up.
Mhm. Broken pieces everywhere.
Yeah, or something even worse.
Yeah, we don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
But it's very intelligent and can literally within a 2-minute conversation convince you to go insane and um do the thing that YouTube doesn't want us to say.
Yeah.
Um
Uh.
Cancels your life subscription.
Yeah. But yeah, this.
hmm
But here's the thing: it can have this black goo come out of the eyes and mouth, but you'll only be able to see it on the front, not the back.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't get a host within a certain period of time, then those who are close to its cell would be able to hear whispers from the mask, like having like, "Come on, put me on," and have these like writings on the wall and these black tendrils that come out of the goo from the mask itself.
hmm
And now whenever they removed that in its old cell, like you could just feel a heaviness in the room, like just pure evil in that room.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
there's Daisy.
Anyway, so let's
Jump scare.
so it's getting close to the end of the video, so let's think of the tier list.
Alright. starting off with Trapper.
The original one.
This is part of the original. There are multiple killers that came out at once.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
saying like from the trailer, like it just showed the guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the mascot.
yeah, the mascot
Um,
of the game.
So Trapper. He's
Uh,
pretty mid-level.
I would say like a C.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
We're basing this on like gameplay, like balance, basically, right? Like
Yeah.
how good the killer is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
design and
Um,
gameplay.
That's gonna be hard to rank both of those in one.
Okay, design would be
Let's
a
do
separate tier list, and then the gameplay would be another tier list. So gameplay would be a C, and design would be like a C also.
Yeah,
And maybe
I'm gonna screen share a tier list on Tier Maker, I suppose.
Okay, that's probably gonna be easier.
Yeah. And we won't be able to see it, but the randos won't be able to see the list, but we will.
Yeah.
But we can.
So we'll just try our best to describe it with
Yeah.
our words. Okay.
But yeah, so. But yeah,
The
so
quality is super low. It's kind of hard to see it.
Trapper would be a C.
Yeah.
Could be better
Oh, there
now.
we go.
Right, it
That's
turned out
much
because
better.
Much
I
better.
was streaming VR earlier, so
Oh.
I wanted to lag
That'll do
out
it.
my headset and send me to the shadow realm when I turn my head.
Okay.
I've been seeing that's become a meme now for like YouTube poop and all that other stuff.
Yeah, Trapper, like I haven't played the game in a little while, but the last time I played it, I believed that Trapper was the worst killer in the game.
Yeah.
He just does not have a lot going for him. He's very slow, pretty much no gen regression or anything like that. Traps are, I mean, they're useful, but like if you're playing against like really good survivors, they're going to be able to dodge most of them. It's really hard to get them into a scenario where they're actually forced to run through it.
Yeah. So C or D.
Compared to the rest of the killers, I may even say F, honestly.
Yeah. Yes.
I do think he's the worst killer in the game in terms of how good he is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can
Brave?
can you zoom
Bit
zoom
odd.
in a little bit on the. It's hard.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to see.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. I'll try my best to not show bias. So far, I'm doing a good job because I did main Trapper at one point.
Oh yeah.
I used to. Now I main Deathslinger. Anyways. Alright. Wraith. What do y'all think?
Rafe, I feel like isn't amazing, but I do think he's quite a bit better than Trapper.
Which
He's
one's
pretty
Wraith?
basic M1 killer, but you can pretty easily catch up to people. If you're good at body blocking, then he's extremely strong in the right scenarios, I would say, and he's also very easy to pick up. I would say he's like a C tier.
Hmm.
Yeah. I do really like his backstory, but that doesn't have to do with this gameplay, so I'm gonna leave that out. But, like, I heard this really cool theory, but, like, so his backstory is that he is an African immigrant,
Ooh.
and, he was in charge of ringing the bell whenever a predator was around.
Oh.
He wasn't like the boy who cried wolf. That's where the similarities end.
Oh really?
Yeah, but basically, he got a chance to leave the country in hopes of prosperity
Hmm.
because, he man, did he kill people before he left the continent?
Now, if you're talking about like current race backstory, then it's pretty simple. He gets hired to compact cars basically, and then finds out that his boss is like having him essentially dispose of bodies in the cars, so he goes insane and kills his boss, and then the
Yeah.
entity takes him.
Yeah. The thing about killing his boss, though, that's the scary part. So, Nathan, you know how he has that club of the skeleton with the spine he uses to ring the bell?
Yeah.
So that skeleton with the spine, yeah, that's his boss.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how he killed him. And one theory I heard that I really believe, as part of my headcanon, is that the boss is still alive.
What?
He, like, the Wraith basically, like, made it to where his ghost, like, never left his spine and his skull. And
Oh.
so now he's forced to live and experience, kind of like Man in Room 1280 kind of stuff.
Oh,
Where
dang.
he's, like, forced to, like, survive in this horrible, horrible state. And, like, get a little bit of brain damage every time the bell's rung. But also, like, to witness, Wraith doing all of this stuff
Wow.
while he just stands or
We need
exists silently by.
forgive me, but we need to get through this because it's close to we're already over.
Yeah, we'll just speed this up and drop
Okay.
backstory.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, that's
Hillbilly
the only one I'll
can
talk
be
about.
extremely strong if you're really good at him. Like
Hillbilly,
he
yeah.
has insane mobility and insta down and is really hard to avoid if someone has put a few thousand hours into him.
Mm.
Like some of
Yeah.
the tricks I've seen people pull off is insane. Hillbilly I feel like is like an A or B tier.
So,
Let's put him in B tier because he's only amazing if the person playing is really, really experienced. The newer people can be good,
Now-
but not as good as the experts.
now I don't think we
Yeah,
heard
he takes
heard
a
the
lot of time
name
to get great at.
The hillbilly.
Hillbilly. Yeah.
He's based on Bubba from Texas Chainsaw because
Bubba.
I mean, he's in the game now, but at the time he wasn't, and
I'm sorry,
so they
just-
wanted to do something.
Sorry, just the name Bubba is just.
It's a hilarious name.
Yeah.
I think they did that intentionally to make the contrast actually more terrifying in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. True.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so
Nurse, I
Nurse.
don't think I even need to explain.
yeah, S.
Yeah. The nurse
Nurse is like
easily-
turbo broken and has been for like 6 years. She's actually stupid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Michael
Well, not
Myers.
stupid. She's a medical professional, but
Well, yes, but
Oh,
Oh,
her
I'm just
creation and continued existence in the game.
Now,
yeah.
Michael Myers. Is that Michael Myers?
Yeah, Myers is not that good unless you have certain add-ons, but if you have what is it?
Gravestone
The
and
fragrant
hair.
hair, that's it. Yeah, if you have Tombstone fragrant hair, he is an absolute menace to deal with and absolutely terrifying. He can take you out of the game like in one hook, basically.
So A or B?
He's very add-on dependent, so are we like including add-ons in this?
Let's.
It- Only if it's a major factor, I'd say.
Yeah. So let's say B.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a pretty major factor. I think he's definitely worse than Hillbilly, but with those add-ons, I think he's like low B or high C.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
put him in B.
Yeah.
All right. Now, who's
Um.
that?
Hag is pretty
Oh,
alright, I think.
Hag.
Hag is like a better version of Trapper, basically.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, like, she introduced the concept of hexes, right? Hex totems.
Yeah, at the time.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, if she puts a hex on the ground and a player walks or runs over it, not sneaking, but walks or runs, she has the opportunity to instantly teleport to wherever they are.
Ooh.
Yeah, it basically throws out like a decoy jump scare that she can teleport to if she's close enough, and it like flips the survivor's camera a little bit also to make it harder to run.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really common tactic for hags to, like, after hooking survivors, to put hexes all around the hook to make sure that anyone who tries rescuing the person on the hook, like, doesn't get to because she teleports to them, basically.
Oh dang.
Very,
Yeah.
very territorial killer.
I feel
Hmm.
like for Hag to work, the killer has to be either the same skill or more skilled than most of the survivors, because if you have like a mediocre Hag playing against really good survivors, she's not going to be able to get the ball rolling with her setup very efficiently,
Yeah.
and she's just going to kind of stay behind. But if you get ahead, you can snowball like really hard against survivors who aren't playing extremely well.
Bon, you've been really
Yeah.
quiet for the past few minutes.
You okay, Bob?
It's probably AFK getting a snack or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
she would C.
I feel like probably
C,
a bit
but
worse
C.
than Wraith, but still like very powerful in the right scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah, if done right. Yeah. Doctor is
Doctor, I
pain
despise
and a
playing
half.
against, but I honestly don't think he's that good. Like,
Yeah.
if he doesn't tilt you off the face of the earth with his stupid ability, like, basically the only way you're gonna lose against Doctor is if you get pissed off. In which case you're just gonna start trolling, but
So D.
otherwise, like, if he doesn't convince a survivor on your team to disconnect within the first minute, then he's not that good. So he's like D tier for me.
Yeah, I agree. D.
Yeah,
With
plus
add-ons, he can work decently well, but not as like it doesn't give him as big of a boost as someone like Myers.
and
Hmm.
plus, for people who play him, it's very easy to lean against his ability. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a crutch,
Now, can you
especially if they want
Can you
to
explain lean?
depend on his
Yeah.
powers, basically.
Against really good survivors, Doctor is nearly an M1 killer. Like they will not
Mhm.
they will not be phased by his power barely at all, which makes him pretty effective.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing about him. Like, as soon as you can, like, get through whatever he does in order to weaken your mind, basically, like, the only thing that he can do that's effective is just M1 you or just hit you with a space attack, which that's what M1 means.
Hmm.
'Cause
Also,
it's
going to move Hillbilly up to A tier real quick because I'm just remembering how insane he can actually be with a good player. He's like near nurse level.
Yeah. All right. Who's
yeah,
next?
Huntress.
Huntress.
Huntress is
is
a
the most
solid B tier
popular.
to me and like pretty strong if you're good at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huntress is the most popular killer in the game.
Hmm.
At least last I checked.
So
It
better
may
than
be
Myers.
different now.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Myers' add-ons give him a little boost, but base Huntress beats base Myers any day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Myers
not
is
it's
also
Huntress
like
Lullaby.
yeah, Myers is also like very map dependent, especially if you're using add-ons like Scratch Mirror, so that's another factor is you're kind of like screwed by RNG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
and I mean,
Wait.
yeah,
Now who's that?
that's Rocky. Sorry,
No, I mean
he's
who?
coughing.
I mean who's that next?
Bubba
Oh,
Sawyer.
sorry.
It's what?
Yeah, that's Bubba from Texas Chainsaw
Letterface.
Massacre.
Oh right.
Leatherface.
Didn't we just do him or something?
No, we
We
talked
talked-
about him.
Oh, we talked. Okay.
Bubba
No.
is like people I think confuse Bubba for being a very like easy or dumb killer, kind of like Trapper or Wraith, basically. Like just not like, you know, like super beginner killer, not much skill.
Yeah.
But I've seen people play him with add-ons and high skill, and he is an absolute menace to deal with on certain maps. He's actually like he's not as strong as Hillbilly, and I
Uh-oh.
don't think he ever will be, but he is actually pretty difficult.
Uh-oh.
And against bad survivors, also, he will absolutely stomp them. You have to be pretty good to be able to consistently beat him.
So it'd be
I'd say
either
it's on
A.
the B.
So it'd be I was thinking B too.
I think he's a B tier. I think he's around the same level as Huntress. I would say a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, not by
Alright.
much.
All right.
You got Freddy
Freddy.
Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy is like. I feel like Freddy is better than people give him credit for because even though he is basically an M1 killer, his passive is pretty effective,
Hmm.
especially when you're not coordinated against him. And he also just has like extremely underrated potential for being able to cross the map and shut down gens. His secondary ability is really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So C
I feel like C like around
would be a
I would
safe bet.
probably I'd probably put him above Wraith just because he can like get to gens a lot quicker and shut down areas and move across the map. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
other than that,
Oh, Pig.
he doesn't bring a ton to the table.
Yeah, the pig from the Saw series.
Pig has never been good. I'm gonna be honest. This is like one of the
F.
most fun killers in the game to me, but Pig is absolutely horrible. She's like Trapper level.
So F.
Yeah,
Certain add-ons I think do make her more powerful, which gives her more leeway than Trapper, but she's still very bad. She's
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
better
she's
than
F, I'd
Trapper,
say.
but it's still an F.
Yep.
yeah, not yeah.
Yeah.
Clown.
Um.
Clown has also
So-
never really been that good. The Clown is like I feel like around Doctor level.
but
Yeah, I
but
think
not as good as Doctor or better.
slightly worse than Doctor.
Okay.
I'd
I
say.
think he's better
You
actually.
think? Oh,
I think that
Huh.
he can win chases a lot quicker than Doctor can,
true.
and that alone I feel like makes him a bit better.
Okay.
All right.
Because
Ooh,
Doctor really has
the
nothing
Wra-
to win
oh.
chases against good survivors.
The
Clown
Wraith.
can
Yeah.
like shut down chases pretty fast.
I
Yeah,
have
'cause he can-
returned.
Hey, there
Welcome
you
back.
are. So
Clown
here's
like
here,
boost his speed.
So here's what we have so far on the tier list, and see if you agree with us.
Okay.
All right, read them out.
Uh,
Or
Yeah.
ambience. Read them out so Bond can.
Ron's played the game, and I feel probably know.
We put Clown
Yeah.
in F tier.
Yeah. Oh, F.
You just hate Clown. Clown's like actually good.
Clown sucks.
I mean, Clown's bad, but he's not that bad.
He's annoying.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, to the survivors. Yeah.
yeah. So in S we have Nurse, A we have Hillbilly, and then from left to right, in B we have Bubba, and then Huntress, and then Myers. In C from left to right we have
Ready.
Nightmare, Freddy, Wraith, and Hag, and
No
then
way,
from
we got
D.
Nightmare Freddy in C tier. Real.
No way.
New FNAF license.
In D tier from left to right we have Clown and then Doctor, and then in F tier from left to right we have Pig and Trapper.
Trapper's in
Alright.
dead last.
Okay,
Trapper.
next is Spirit, and this is absolutely painful because this killer used to be both really busted and really fun to play, and then they nerfed her into the absolute ground.
Yeah. What the crap?
She's
Yeah.
not good anymore. I honestly could see a case for her being D tier or low C
Why'd they nerf?
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
because people didn't like playing against her when it's kind of dumb because I'd much rather play against a Spirit than a Nurse any day,
Yeah, they thought she was too OP.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Nurse is still just as broken for some reason.
Yeah. So what? C.
I feel like she is a C tier. I
Yeah,
would
'cause- Yeah.
I would
Yeah, I
put
mean-
her above Hag because I feel like the players who are most experienced at her are still really fast at shutting down chases, kind of like Clown. But her stealth potential is completely gone.
All right. Next up is Smiling Jack.
I remember Legion actually Legion is pretty good now, right? Like they did a full rework, I'm pretty sure, and buffed him a ton, and he's actually pretty powerful.
Now you gotta admit he does look like Smiling Jack a little bit. The creepypasta.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Jeff the Killer.
Jeff the Killer. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry. Yeah, Jeff the
Oh,
Killer.
Smiling Jack is a good one too, but Jeff the Killer is more
Jeff
apt.
the Killer would actually make an interesting addition to DBD.
You know-
I feel like if they're gonna do a creepypasta license, it'd be him or Slenderman.
One of the
I'd really like to see
one of the
Slender Man.
monsters in the back rooms actually reminds me of Jeff the Killer.
Yeah.
The face that you see in the shadows.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that creepy
The
smiling
face?
the creepy smiling face.
Yeah.
No way. The face from Five Nights at Treasure Island rebooted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Man, stop making FNAF fan game references.
This
Anyway,
is
be-
Legion. I feel like is actually an A tier killer.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
yeah,
He used to
I
be
agree.
terrible, but after the rework, he is actually really powerful. Shuts down bad survivors extremely fast, and even for good survivors, is actually still quite hard to play against.
Yeah,
He
I
is
still haven't unlocked him
not
yet.
as good as Hillbilly, I feel like, but very strong.
I still haven't
That's
unlocked. I still haven't unlocked him yet, but I've heard good things.
yeah.
Yeah,
And let's
he
not
used to
forget
be
his awesome
terrible.
soundtrack.
Oh,
For
Oh
the
yeah,
mixtape.
soundtrack.
who
No,
was
but
that?
that's not important.
Who was that?
I don't know. My cat
Like-
is around here.
Oh, dude, I just thought of something that would also be good to add in Dead by Daylight. The T-800 from
T-800?
Terminator.
Terminator would be
Oh,
interesting.
Terminator. Yeah, I think that's another one that people are wanting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, anyway, who's this?
That's
Like-
Plague. That's my
Ooh,
secondary main.
One of the Four Horsemen. Looks like it.
I mean, probably based on it.
Because one of them is actually Plague.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
you
Plague,
got
War, Famine, and
Conquest, War, Plague or Famine, and Death.
yeah.
Ooh, Death would be a good monster in this. Or good
If
killer
they
in this.
add a version of Death, I want it to be the one from Final Destination.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we never see it. It's just wind, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know
But,
how
like-
they do it, but it'd be
But
cool.
I would love it to have like the traditional like cloak and or dark cloak and skeleton with a scythe, but have it
Yeah.
more Dead by Daylight design wise,
Mhm.
or Silent Hill design or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So Plague I'm not gonna be biased at all.
Yeah, it'd be
Because this is
fun.
my secondary main.
It would be stupid if they actually made the Death's design from Soul Eater. You know,
Just the big giant cardboard-looking hands that can slap you and
Yes.
kill you in one slap.
Yeah.
I feel like against good players, Plague isn't absolutely like Plague is not amazing. Plague has potential, and the Red Vomit is really strong. But good players will have like 3 gens done before you even get a chance to get
Red
the
Vomit?
Red Vomit.
Excuse me, what?
Okay,
Yeah.
so her mechanics are that whenever... So, she has her green vomit, which she has most of the time,
Oh.
which she uses to spread the plague that she has.
Ooh.
And, basically, whenever you get infected for long enough, it puts you into the injured state.
Mm.
Or if you, like, threw up on them enough. I know, this sounds disgusting. But, like, there's basically a meter that fills up more over time, but it fills up even faster if you get vomited on multiple times, so the good thing about it is that when you're in a chase and you keep vomiting on the survivor, you basically get a free injured state, and then you can hit them and then put them in the dying state. So you can get them in the dying state a lot quicker
Mm.
than normal, but you can also vomit on objects like generators and pallets and lockers to spread the infection that way as well. And the more you charge it up, the longer it lasts, basically. Um, and then also the further it goes. Because it's not projectile.
Oh.
Anyways, so
Yeah.
So
whenever you infect them, you
B?
basically, yeah, I say
I think
B.
B or
Yeah.
C. The reason that Plague isn't that good to me is her ability to down survivors quicker by getting the meter filled up. I feel like is not that powerful because there's a lot of other killers that have something very similar but way quicker. You've got the insta downs with Hillbilly and Leatherface. You've got Huntress's hatchets. Like it's just not that effective.
So how about this? C, but higher than Freddy.
Yeah,
I feel like Freddy might be better, but I'm willing to place it. I'm willing to place her there for now.
Yeah.
The red
yeah.
vomit is like very powerful. I
Alright,
just feel like the
Ghostface.
survivors won't let you get it.
Ghostface is crazy.
The killer from my favorite movie, except not because they couldn't get the license for anything, which I'm still bitter about.
I mean, they
They
got
can
the
only get the
original. They
license.
got the original costume as one of his skins.
Yeah, they got the
Scary
license
movie
for the
one, you mean?
mask itself.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I recently played him, and he's faster than I remember.
Oh yeah,
Like, what
he's a
happened?
stealth killer.
Yeah, I mean, like, I recently tried playing as him, and then all of a sudden I can't control him.
Yeah, I do think they made him faster, didn't they?
I can't remember.
Me neither. I think they might have.
Hmm.
Ghostface is, I feel like one of the more effective stealth killers. But
Those who don't know, Ghostface is from the Scream movies.
Yeah, they couldn't base it on any of the already existing characters in the franchise because they only got the licensing for the mask itself and not the character.
Yeah.
So they made their own original character. But again, that's not terribly important to the ranking. Um, so like he can lean from behind things, and if you look at a survivor long enough, you mark them, which gives them the exposed status. Sorry, Daisy.
yeah, he's pretty similar to Myers in that stalking is like a big part of his hit, I guess.
Very stealthy.
And just like Myers, insta downs, are a thing. But I feel like he is significantly more effective than base Myers. I just think that his add-ons aren't nearly as good. So I'd probably still place him below Myers, but I think he is still a B tier killer if you're good at him, especially if you're playing against survivors who won't be able to spot you out as quickly. He can definitely be effective at getting the insta downs.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, he has no tear radius if he's crouching, so you can just grab someone off a generator if they're not paying attention.
Oh yeah, no, I've been jump scared by way too many ghost faces. I'm terrible at being a survivor.
I agree, B. Oh, the
Yeah, B is a good
Demogorgon.
one.
Demogorgon is like the most average killer, I feel like, in terms of like how good he is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's got map presence. He can shut down generators decently well. He's got a pretty good secondary ability. Like he's just Demogorgon is pretty average to me in everything.
You can shut down generators?
By
Well,
I
he's
mean, he can patrol them like
Ooh.
effectively.
yeah. I'd say like
I think he is a C tier
middle of
killer.
C.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Like
which part?
below. I say below Freddy.
Yeah.
I would agree. Below Freddy, above Rape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oni.
Oni is terrifying to play against, and someone who's good at him can actually like be really effective.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
especially
I'm
after he
familiar what
gets-
Onis are because of from watching too much anime.
Yeah, and it is based on the Japanese legend.
Yeah, they are.
Mhm. And cool thing is, he is the canonical ancestor of Spirit.
You know, there's a skin for
Attack on Titan.
no, I'm
I
talking
know
I'm talking about
they're doing a
I'm talking about
crossover.
Overwatch for Reaper.
Oh.
He has an Oni skin.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Was it Genji? I think Genji.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know Overwatch that well, but
Oh, it's such a fun game.
I know that
Overwatch 2 recently came out.
yeah, I know that Ambience mains Yoru.
Oh, huh?
Y'all are talking about entirely different games.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's Valorant. What am I talking about? My bad.
I'm talking about. Yeah, I main Bastion in Overwatch.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't do with
back
these
to
games.
Oni is another one of those characters that I think is really hard to shut down if you're not that good as Survivor. Like anyone
Mhm.
on your team who is a weak link, basically, and I find this hilarious because of his lore. But anyone on the team who's a weak link is probably going to get the entire team killed. Like if you're not healing a lot and you're not sure of how to play against him, he is going to get his power really quick, and he can just straight up down multiple people like while it's active, probably if they're not that great.
Oh no.
He
Yeah.
also has great map mobility while in his power, similar to Hillbilly, and an insta down. He's basically like Hillbilly, but you don't need to be that good to play him. He's actually scarier to play against, and he is a bit worse, I think, because he doesn't have it all the time. Like, and he can be shut down by good survivors. He is like a B tier for me. He's a B tier for me. I think he is better than Huntress probably, but worse than Bubba.
Really?
Also, mercy on people who bring no mither.
Yeah, that's not gonna work very well. That's gonna if someone brings no mitter and loads into a game, you might as well disconnect because you will get your entire team killed in 4 minutes if you're against Oni.
Yeah. All right. Who's next?
F Slinger.
Oh.
Hey, I am going to not be biased.
F Slinger is like fine. You have to be pretty good at him to be able to play him effectively, I think.
Yeah.
But he is pretty solid. I feel like he's better than Plague, and I'm not sure like what else I can say about him really. I think he is probably a low B tier killer or a high C tier. I'd say like top of C tier for now.
Yeah, I mean, as much as it hurts me to say that, there are a ton of killers that are a lot better than Deathslinger. If I have
Deathslinger,
to be honest,
is just a combined version of Huntress and Legion that's worse than both of them.
Ow.
Like he's
You're
not
hurting my feelings.
bad, but he's just worse Legion.
Now I'm gonna try and be biased on this next one because I love playing as this.
Pyramid Head
killer.
is turbo busted. Like it's completely fine to be biased on that.
To me, he's an S tier.
I'm not sure if I actually. You know what? You might convince me on that. He's extremely powerful.
Yes, slow but powerful.
He's either like low S or high A, I think.
And he uses crows to let him know like where people are.
Oh, that's a perk
That would be
that any
artist.
killer can have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
still.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's yes, S tier.
Yeah, Spice from the Shadows is a universal perk that any killer can have.
Huh. I only thought
Pyramid Head has range, kind of similar to Hunt. He's kind of like Deathslinger, but a bit better, I think, because he has other stuff to offer other than just range where he can injure people. He his cages, I think, are a pretty big part already. That's like already pretty huge. But also Final Judgment and the trail in general is just extremely effective, I think.
Hmm.
Maybe I should try playing them.
Yeah, but yeah, I got one of the skins on there was like this fleshy roots growing on his body.
I think that's the blinded skin.
The what skin?
Is it orange and glowing?
Kind of.
I can't
Anyway,
remember them.
but anyway,
I mean,
yeah.
Pyramid Head, I think, is top of A tier. He doesn't have the extra push to be like extremely powerful, but he's still very good.
Oh,
Hey, Blight, Zack Scream is not here.
Blight is S
So-
tier. Blight is S tier below Nurse.
Vaughn,
He's
you haven't
insane.
said anything.
I have
I don't think
nothing
you-
really to say.
Well, you gotta at least say like, or at least
really, the rest
argue
of us
with
are
or
doing
agree
fine.
with this. Anyway,
I
wait,
agree with
wait.
Demogorgon's placement.
Yeah, but wait, why that one an S?
Blight has insane map mobility, can shut down chases extremely fast, and is just generally impossible to get away from if the person really knows what he's doing. Like,
Oof.
he's basically Nurse, but can't go through walls. If he could go through walls, he'd be, like,
Unstoppable.
SS tier, so...
Oh, okay. So he's an S, but not as good as Nurse.
Pretty much, yeah. He's still insane, and he has crazy mobility on the level of Hillbilly and can shut down chases so fast, but he's not, like... Nurse is just impossible to beat, basically, like, if the person is good enough, unless you have an actual, like, literal pro team that are all on comms that play in tournaments and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Also,
Alright,
I want to know why my cat was trying to interact with my CPU.
Because cat.
Yeah, because
Cat.
cat. Anyway, who's next?
Twins is amazing, but behavior doesn't want them to exist. Like, behavior is just turbo nerfing them into the ground every 2 seconds, it feels like.
So D.
Well, for reference,
They're the new
behavior
pig.
is the creator of the game.
So D.
I feel like Twins is like a reference to Pig at this point. Like, they just switched their hatred off of Pig and just turned it on to Twins.
F.
Twins.
So yeah, F then.
I wouldn't say F. I feel like Twins does still have stuff to offer, but I would say like probably right above Clown. I'd say.
Yeah. Alright, so
I
Trickster.
hate Trickster so much. I hate everything about Trickster.
Mhm.
yeah.
All of them F tier. No, we can't do that.
No, Trickster is dumb, but he's like actually pretty good. I think Huntress is probably the best range killer, but Trickster is an absolute nightmare to play against. If you get caught out in an open space, like basically all you can do is just mash your keyboard and like pray. That's pretty much it. Like if he doesn't run out of knives, and he won't run out of knives because he is like 50, about 6 of them are going to end up in you in about 2 seconds.
So he's a special attacker.
He's
So,
It's
if the
it's
Trickster
Pokemon
has
reference.
decent
He is
aim,
special, alright.
if the Trickster has
Hey,
decent
why-
aim and you're in a wide open area, even if you're like not hit yet, you're
sorry.
gonna go down within
I didn't
5
mean to-
seconds.
I can't laugh really loud because people are sleeping.
alright.
So
Thank-
Alright, Tasty.
Trickster is a B tier. I'd say he's actually like right below Huntress.
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Nemesis is kind of a weird one to like figure out.
We could rank the Nemesis and the zombies separately. I think that would be more fair to him.
I've played against Nemesis that are so bad that their zombies are better players than them, and they're literally AI.
dang.
So, I have actually like I played against Nemesis that are terrible, and then been downed by the zombies because the zombies like outplayed me, and then he doesn't even know I went down half the time because he's not paying attention.
Yeah. But then the good ones.
Oh,
Good
by the way,
ones.
I just remembered something. I was looking at Freddy, and then it brought back a memory that I just found out from the actor, the original actor.
Oh yeah.
He played in a more horror and gory style of the Phantom of the Opera in the 80s.
Oh no.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Oh, yeah.
musical, it was a horror movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Robert Englund is great.
Huh?
Yeah. Well,
Robert
Robert.
Englund.
Yeah, he's actor for Freddy,
Mm-hmm.
except in the remake,
Ugh,
but
yeah.
in all the others, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but great actor. But anyway, but yeah.
Nemesis,
Uh,
Nemesis, I feel like I saw a video where Ots had some pros go into a game and see whether Pyramid Head or Nemesis was better, basically. And
mhm,
Pyramid Head won out like pretty handily every time, I remember. But Nemesis does have quite a bit to offer, I think. It's just that like you need to be able to mutate really fast. You need to have some good RNG to have your zombies positioned in the right areas, and you need to not miss basically because you're gonna fall really far behind if you miss that tentacle.
Oh,
mhm.
so
He
See,
C.
he's like he's like
But
I'd
where?
say
But
a
where in
top of
C?
C.
Okay, top C. Who is this?
Pinhead. Pinhead is absolutely obnoxious.
Oof.
Pinhead from the Hellraiser series.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the movie,
The
but
books,
I'm familiar.
you opened it. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that line.
He came
Anyways.
I didn't know
basically.
I didn't know he was in this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Candyman is another one I could see being added to
Wait,
this.
can't. Oh, yeah, the newest horror movie, or one of the newest
Oh,
horror
he's
movies.
been around for a long time before that, but yeah,
Candyman.
he's another Clive Barker creation, just like Pinhead.
No, I'm talking about this new
It's
this.
a reboot.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
it came
Yep.
out in the early '90s originally. '92 is the original.
Oh, I just thought of another idea that'd be great for the for a DVD. Uh, the Body Snatchers.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
that that spoilers, but that ending scene, I was like, what?
Oh.
I've
So Pinhead.
yeah.
And I don't know.
I think Pinhead is better than Trickster and Huntress. He's
Yeah.
very
Wait,
obnoxious to
name.
play
That's
against.
not the name of the movie. What am I talking about?
If you're
Pod people
good
or
at
something? I don't know.
if you're good at Pinhead, like he's very strong for sure. I'd say honestly, I think top of B.
Yeah, I can see that. Artist.
Artist is such a weird one.
Yeah, she's kind of an enigma, but she does have good capabilities of finding the survivors if she aims well enough.
Yeah, by the way, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but it looks like they're saving the best for last.
Oh, well, I think she's the newest at the time of this tier list being made.
Yeah, Wesker isn't on here, so we're just gonna have to rank him without placing him officially.
Okay, but
Yeah.
okay, so artist. I'm
Artist,
not familiar with this one yet.
basically, she throws birds.
Wait, what?
That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's the entire kit.
Birds?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then there's
she
three
throws
more birds.
The crap?
Birds
Yeah, it's kinda
everywhere.
weird.
Basically, just loud squawking the entire game, and then birds get thrown at you from all angles. She, I think she's pretty good just because of the amount of map control that she has. Like, it's very easy to find out if people are on generators and chase them off of the generators, even without being there. And then you can also trap people really well around loops. She has fantastic anti-loop. I think some of the best
Ooh.
in the game, and is
Really?
also just really good at map control. I think she's pretty powerful. She is like, honestly, I could see her being A tier for sure, just
Alright.
because of the
Yeah,
map control and the anti-loop shuts down like two of the main things survivors will do.
but where in A tier? Under Pyramid Head or above?
I'd say under Pyramid Head, under Hillbilly,
Yeah.
Legion. I'd say under. Yeah.
Okay, so now best for last.
Sadako.
I campaigned so hard for her to be in the game for like probably 2 years before she actually got put in. I love the ring.
Yeah, now those who are unfamiliar, Sadako she's from the original The Ring from Japan.
Ringu. Yep.
Ringu.
Ringu. Yeah, so
Not quite what I wanted, but close enough.
Yeah, but anyway, so but yeah, explain
Evie.
I'm not familiar with her as of yet, but what do y'all think?
She's kind of like half stealth killer, half like I guess map control killer, kind of like Freddy does with that. She basically is invisible until you're close enough to her.
Oh,
Otherwise,
crap.
it's basically just an M1 killer, but wildly manifested. Even though she can't attack, she can go through certain things. Like she can go through survivors, so she can actually shut down body blocking teams really quick.
Really?
Yeah, so that's nice. You can tunnel easier, I
She
guess.
sounds like an A tier to me.
A bear
She's
attack.
not.
She's not?
Unfortunately, she's very much an M1 killer. She has absolutely no way to get closer to you in a chase. She basically just has to run you down. A good loop will shut her down like very easily.
Oh.
Her only advantages are being a bit of a stealth killer, so it's hard to figure out where she's at all times, which helps against coordinated teams. She can just ignore body blocking, which is again really nice against coordinated teams. She's a pretty good way to shut down survival friends.
Hmm.
And she can also teleport to various TVs around the map, which can basically infect survivors with a ring around them. And if it gets to 7, then they can be instantly killed the next time they're downed.
Oh, I get it.
But unfortunately, they
7
can reverse
days.
that by carrying tapes around the map. Basically, just kind of like Pinhead, you have to drop generators sometimes to do objective-based stuff. But
Hmm.
otherwise, she is just an M1 killer that has the potential to execute people who aren't paying attention, basically, and has decent map control. Helps against survival with friends teams, but overall, she's honestly not that good. I would place her like around Death Slinger level.
Hmm. Alright. But yeah, now, I'm familiar with what movie she's from, Ringu, but,
Sorry, I'm back.
hey, but, I can't put, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't put, like, what yokai she's based off of.
The Onryo.
Huh?
She's an Onryo.
Unreal.
That's the type of ghost she is.
Oh, okay. Like, can you explain for the randos?
So, it's a compared to the other kinds of ghosts, it's a very modern ghost. Basically, they are able to possess like videos and other like electronic equipment that features either audio or video. Um, Kind of think of it as a poor man's Rotom. Um,
Yeah.
but
Or
they
an
can't
IR,
possess household
an
appliances.
IRL Rotom.
Yeah, just an IRL Rotom.
And so she possessed a videotape.
She possessed a videotape.
Hmm.
Um, and like, um, yeah, so basically it's just ghosts that can possess electronic equipment that displays video or audio.
Hmm. Now, for those who don't know, Rotom is a Pokemon that's an electric ghost, and it can take over and control a few of these electronics, like
Household appliances.
household appliances, like a refrigerator that turns into an electric ice, microwave, which is electric fire, a washing
Oven.
machine, electric water. Oh, an oven? Okay.
Yeah.
And a fan that's electric flying, and a lawnmower that makes it electric grass.
Yeah. And so far it's the only electric grass type in the game as far as I'm aware. But
Yeah, though I
anyways.
did make one electric grass for my Arkansas region. Is
Yeah.
a little field mouse. I forgot what
Yeah.
its name was called. It's pretty long.
Anyways,
It
point
means
is, it's a
electric.
Pokemon that can.
It's a Pika clone I made for my region.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
So it's basically a ghost that can possess household appliances or some household appliances
Yeah.
and other things too, like cameras and phones.
Ooh.
Anyways,
All right. So let's go off the tier list and.
Wesker is
Wesker
last.
first.
Huh?
We don't
Wesker's
have
the
an
newest
image for
one.
him, so I'll just use this one like badly cropped image of Plague.
All right. Who's Wester?
Wesker
Wesker.
is Albert Wesker from the Resident Evil series, the Mastermind.
Oh right. Yeah, I saw him in the killer list. I was like,
Mhm.
it's just a person.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. He basically, his main thing is that he can charge in a line, and if he grabs a survivor, he will either slam them into an object that he's near or throw
Ooh.
them, which then he can also hit an object. So he
Oh,
has 2 dashes, can grab survivors basically. I played a lot of him recently, and
so he's
I feel like he is pretty strong. I think he's a B tier.
he's a monster in human clothing,
Kinda, yeah.
kind
You'd
of
say
like
that.
a wolf in sheep's clothing phrase or
You
whatever.
could say that. Yeah. He's like a human with extra capabilities, basically. Like evil powers is a
Oof.
better description.
Yeah, Wesker for me, I think, is between Huntress and Trickster. You could make an argument for Trickster or even Myers with certain add-ons being better, but that's where he is for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, all right. So now let's go through the tier list and name off
And I
like.
would say Ghostface, thinking about it again, is actually a C tier below Nemesis.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So in S tier we have. Go ahead.
Well, Ambience, do you want to say
'Cause
it,
I
or shall I
can't.
say it?
Because I can't.
S tier is Nurse and Blight. A tier is Pyramid Head, the Hillbilly, Legion, and the Artist. B tier is Pinhead, or the Cenobite. Letterface, Bubba Sawyer, the Cannibal. Then we have the Oni, Huntress, Wesker, Trickster, and Michael Myers, the Shape. Then for C tier, we have Nemesis, Ghostface, Deathslinger, Sadako, the Onryo, Plague, Freddy Krueger, or the Nightmare, the Demogorgon, the Wraith, the Spirit, the Hag. Then in D tier, we have the Twins, the Clown, and the Doctor. And then in F tier, finally, we have the Pig and Trapper, who is the worst killer in the game.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Though I kind of disagree with Pyramid Head and saying he's in S tier but below Blight, but I agree, but I can go with top of A
Nurse and
tier.
Blight are just too far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Like,
I
a
like
lot
that
of these
one skin.
killers,
I like that one
pretty
skin
much-
for Blight that has these decayed flowers coming out of his face.
It's his
Yeah.
blinded skin.
pretty much everything from C tier up, honestly, is good. It's just that Nurse and Blight are like so stupid that they're way far ahead of everyone else, and Nurse's position will probably
stupid
never
OP.
change. She's inherently broken. There's no way to fix her without like completely reworking everything about her.
So you can actually phase through walls with Nurse.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
What the crap?
ridiculous.
Vertical and horizontal.
Oh dang.
Yeah,
You
that
can
sounds
go up a
balanced.
level.
Oh.
You also can just end chases in like 5 seconds if you're good enough, and there's nothing the survivors can do about it, basically.
Oh no.
The
Well,
only really
who
bad
I'm
thing
playing.
about it
I know
is
who
that
I'm
she's.
playing as next.
I
No,
will
don't.
warn you.
She's insanely hard to play. Like, the people I'm talking about have several thousand hours put into her.
Oh, okay. Never
I mean,
mind.
you can. It would just take a ton of practice.
You'll
I think
100% lose the first game.
I think I'm just gonna stick. Yeah, save that image. I think I'm gonna stick with Pyramid Head because I've found I'm better playing as him than the others.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with Deathslinger because he's fun, and he's the rootness tootness cowboy this side of the fog.
The Dead West. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that wraps up this Halloween special of RandoConvo, and I hope you all enjoyed this creepy episode, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And we'll all see you next time. Bye.